dreams to filter through this land of ours and fill a sportsman's dreams. Enjoy what nature holds for us, her bounty never ends. Getting back to basics with the practical sportsman. It's always an adventure, no matter where we go. From a favorite hunting spot to the hottest fishing hole. Outdoor life we all can share with family and friends. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman.
Hello, sportsmen. Welcome to this live audience show of the Practical Sportsman. We got a whole bunch of them here in the audience from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We are at where?
Crapo Ford.
Very good. And we have some people who hunt. You hunt deer. Deer.
Pheasants.
Pheasants?
Yeah.
Have you been pheasant hunting yet?
No, sir.
Okay, we're going to take you pheasant hunting in just a minute, okay? You stay tuned. You folks stay tuned. I'm Fred Trost. You're watching the Practical Sportsman. The mornings don't come any more ideal than this. Perfect temperature, light breeze. It's great. Pretty sunrise. This grassy field is up in the Thumb, the traditional heartland of ringneck pheasant country in Michigan. The wind is behind us, Mark. I mean,
Yeah.
the dogs have to swing around to smell upwind.
Right, that's what Claude's doing too, is he's going down and back. But the way the wind direction was, Bob said this was the field. We've got a point over here. Let's take that.
You see that the dogs are facing.
He's honoring the other dog's point right now.
Yours.
Must have ran out.
Where you go, bird? Where you go?
Okay.
I wouldn't think we're walking past them, would you? I mean, you come up on
Well, we could be missing. You definitely miss some anytime you go out.
tight in this condition? This hour?
No, I doubt if they're going to hold too tight. They're probably running up ahead of us. But the reason we're walking the way we are is this is what he said was our best bet. And we had to take it down to that end on some side or another. So we're just working it, and we're going to work it back. I'm going to swing Claude back over here.
You can see why this is ideal roosting cover, John. Look at this. They get right down in this grass, this whole field. Even though you see the taller stuff standing up, this is short, thick grass in here. They can roost all through here. Great looking. Hunting alone flushed many roosters 40 years ago, but today a bird dog is almost mandatory. These two German Shorthairs have been trained by Mark Raymond and Bob Sassine, but watch where this rooster comes from.
Down there,
Good one. Oh, we got him going both directions. Good one, Zach. Hey, way to go.
Catch him up.
That's my son.
All right.
Good work, Zach. The bird dogs not only point pheasants, but they're probably even more valuable in finding the birds after they're down. My son Zach got the bird, Bert retrieved it, and now all we need is a guy with a game bag to carry it.
Hey, we got one
Did
here
we get?
too.
Did we get both of them?
Yeah, Mark's got his.
He's pulling
I know.
He's pulling the game
Yeah.
bag thing.
I know.
No game bag. Okay, Dad'll carry your bird.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now don't tell me you don't have a game bag.
Yeah,
Huh?
you want to hold that for me, Fred?
You have a game bag?
I just washed this last night. I don't want to get it all
go ahead,
dirty.
go ahead. This is a pleasure. This is a pleasure.
Besides, I've got so many shells in here, you know, it's weighing me down already. Thank you.
All right.
Same thing
The
is.
bearer of the birds.
Let's go find a few more.
Okay. Hey, that was something. That bird was behind us.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first few minutes of opening day. We have some hunters here. Were you out opening day?
No, I wasn't. I had to work.
Oh, that's it. What about you?
Yes, I was.
You were? Did you take your son?
No, he was bow hunting.
Oh, golly. That's not too bad.
Left Dad all alone.
Okay, you're a member of Pheasants Forever.
Yep.
Okay, and you guys, you all hunt pheasants. So I got a couple questions about pheasants in Michigan. We were asked if pheasants are always native to this state. No, right?
No.
Okay, they're from China. Okay, the DNR set up a game farm and started stocking pheasants in the state, which started the wild population. What year was it? 1897, 1907, 1917?
1917.
I agree, 1917.
I agree.
Okay, all three of you can split the $5. Okay, you guys worked that one out. Okay, now what year, you have to guess this, what year was the first pheasant season in Michigan? Now it's $5 for a correct guess, 25 cents for the wrong guess.
What are our choices?
1954.
54.
1935.
25 cents for the wrong answer.
1923.
What do I have to do, guys? 1925. I owe each of you a quarter. You all got the wrong answer. Okay, now, what year was the best year of all for pheasant hunting in this state? The best year of all since pheasants were hunted. Just the magnum year of all.
1976.
The magnum year of all.
1965.
You guys, I'm disappointed in you. The magnum year.
57.
357? 19357?
1957.
No, 1944. 44 was the best year for crying out loud. I don't know what I have to do with these guys. Can't give away the money here. Now, one thing, let's talk about the dogs. You have a German Shorthair?
Yes, I do.
Are you one of the yellers and screamers and all that, your dog? Hop, 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 come on back.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yep.
Okay, did you notice how they weren't doing that?
Yeah, I did.
Do you know why? Because they feel you have to sneak up on the birds. Let's get behind that short hair right now and sneak through the weeds. Why not whistle and yell at your dog? Well, because you might flush pheasants too far ahead. In the 1990s, quiet bird hunting can be better. When a dog is working close, there's no need to call it. Bob Sassine and Mark Raymond train their German Shorthairs the same way. They let the dogs work, but they train them to look back to their masters for commands. Now, a light whistle is just to get their attention. Most of the commands in the field are hand signals. Watch Bob's arm. Bert, the male shorthair, knows that means head straight out, which it does. Bob and Mark don't do all the yelling and screaming and ranting and raving that some hunters do. They control their dogs with hand signals. How well does it work? Well, here he comes, eager to please. Mark Raymond trains his dogs through encouragement, not through fear. Pointing the birds is just half the job, though. A good bird dog watches the bird fall after a shot, moves in and uses its nose for pinpointing the exact location. Now, Mark Raymond's key to success is praise, and lots of it.
Yeah, that boy, come on. Give. Good boy. That's a nice rooster. That's an older bird.
Well, guess what, Mark?
I'm out. I'm gonna have to have somebody else walk next to me to shoot the next one.
I'll take a shell.
Oh, hey, I'll hang on to them.
Would we have gotten any pheasants on opening day without the dogs? Well, maybe, but the way modern pheasants run, having a dog to push them really helps. Now, pointing is another help, and retrieving may be the biggest help of all. Now, we hunt rooster pheasants, and the hens? We just pretend.
Boom.
Hens are not legal game. I just did a practice boom. Was that against the law?
No, that's all right.
I didn't have my finger on the trigger. You ever done that? You ever done that pow at a hen?
Yes, I have.
Have you gotten it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, in your mind, though. It was perfect.
Right?
I talked with you a minute ago, and you say you have a truck and you drive the roads looking for game.
Yes.
Is that legal?
I would think so. I spend as much time looking as I did hunting for turkeys
For turkeys.
and
Okay.
pheasants.
Very good, because we're leading into our question of law. Got another young fellow over here who used your truck in hunting.
Definitely.
Have you ever been concerned that that's using your vehicle while you're hunting? In hunting?
No,
As hunting?
never been a concern.
You ever thought about it? You know what it says here in the hunting guide?
I guess not.
You're not getting nervous on me.
Well, maybe a little.
Okay, let's go to our sportsman in the law segment. Now here's a situation that commonly comes up for bird hunters. As we were driving back to the farmhouse, we saw a rooster fly into a fence row. So we slammed on the brakes, jumped out, grabbed our guns, turned the dogs loose, and headed to the spot where we saw the bird land. Now Bob got one rooster, but there's no way to tell if that's the one we saw flying into the ditch, because 3 roosters actually took off from that area. Now here's the question. Say a conservation officer comes along, sees the cars with the doors wide open, or maybe even saw us stop and get out and go after the bird. Now, in the Michigan Hunting Guide on page 17, it says it is unlawful to hunt or pursue wild animals or birds from a car, and it lists a series of motor vehicles. Now, we didn't use our trucks to pursue or chase those birds. We just happened to spot one rooster from the vehicles while we were driving. Now, at which time we stopped, got out our guns, and started hunting. Now, I talked to one conservation officer who said he'd write us a ticket saying that we were using our vehicles to hunt game. Well, what do you think? Is it legal to pursue game that you've spotted from your vehicle? Or would that be using your vehicle to hunt game, which is a violation of Michigan law? We've got a little controversy about this going right here as to whether it's legal or not. We have our 2 defendants. Should I call you defendants?
Yes, you can.
Now, have you changed your mind? Do you think what you do, that jumping out of the car is legal?
Well, I think it's legal. It depends on what you do. I don't think you should lean over the hood of the car and shoot or nothing like that. But what happens if I...
Hold on, we're getting into questions
I
here?
got a question for
Yeah?
you. Yeah. All right, what happens if I use my truck and my spotting scope and I watch deer in a section for a whole summer? I get their patterns, then I drive right out to that spot opening day and I shoot a deer. Is that illegal? Because I use my truck to find that deer?
I'm going to let you think about that one. I'm going to give you the information on this. Do you think that that's illegal, using the car to spot game?
No.
Okay, you don't. I got a couple guys here who are the self-appointed Mount Pleasant Dream Team.
I think it's illegal.
You do think it's illegal?
You use your vehicle to locate and kill.
Because you're hunting the animal.
Okay, and that's what it says right here in this digest, to hunt or pursue.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go to our practical attorney, Sal Ghani, to get the opinion. I'll give you a hint. We got some hope.
Okay.
Well, Fred, let's look at the law. First, the law says that a person shall not take an animal from, in, or upon a vehicle. And the key word there is take. We next go to the definition of take. By law, take means to hunt with any weapon, dog, or other animal, to kill, chase, follow, harass, harm, pursue, shoot, rob, trap, capture, or collect animals. Now we take the definition of take and it's going to require a definition of hunt. The definition of hunt is to pursue, capture, shoot, kill, chase, follow, harass, harm, rob, or trap a wild animal. In this case, I don't think that you were using the vehicle to take an animal from, in, or upon the vehicle. If you were following the animal, yes. In this, hypothetically, you were not following the animal. You observed an animal while you were in the vehicle, you stopped, abandoned the vehicle, got your weapons, and went and did the hunt. So I don't think that there was a taking from, in, or upon a vehicle, and I don't think that a ticket should have been written. If it was, I think it should be challenged.
Now, guys, what we dealt with first of all was the hunting guide, which was just a little paraphrased. And what you saw Sal put up on the screen there was from the actual legislated rules. And those rules talk about the taking of game from a car. So actually, and you can't follow a game with car. But you're going to let these guys spot the game from the car now?
Well, I guess that's their choice.
Okay.
They weren't actually hunting the animal, I guess. They were just driving around. The animal happened to cross their path.
Right. But you would agree and you would stick,
I think it's still road hunting.
even though they don't pursue it. Okay, but you know these things do come down to definitions of words.
Well, I still think it was road hunting.
Okay, and there are conservation officers who agree with you. However, Sal says he'd defend us in this.
Thank God for Sal.
Now, and also, but one thing that we realize from this is we cannot pursue that bird or animal. If we see it, you can't drive along as it's walking along, right?
Right.
Okay, we got that. We're going to be good road hunters from now on, and it's okay. It's okay as long as we just look for the habitat or spot the game. Oh, Charlie Keenan is presenting us here with Italian pheasant. But this has no tomato sauce on it, Charlie.
No tomatoes, but it does have some Italian ingredients. I think this is a unique recipe.
I wonder if these folks, we have these folks picked out, some hungry folks who have done a lot of wild game cooking. Now look, the young kid gets in there first. Not really a kid. We know you haven't eaten yet. Oh.
Smell is terrific.
Is that right? Well, Charlie, tell us what's in it.
Fred, this week we have Italian pheasant with noodles. A little bit different treatment to pheasant. You squeeze some lemon over some filleted pheasant breast, sprinkle on the spices, make sure that it's well coated, maybe even toss it with your fingers a little bit so that everything has the spices on it. Then we're going to add the filleted pheasant into some butter in a nice hot frying pan, some onions, and we're going to cook this up. Cook it long enough that you get a nice crust on the bottom. Then we're going to deglaze the pan with some chicken broth. Cover it up and let it cook a little bit longer. Now, here's a little something special. Mozzarella cheese on pheasant. Spread it over the top, cover it up, let it cook a little longer. There it is, Italian pheasant.
Now we have the young side of the eating fraternity. It's disappearing fast, but I have a big question here.
Yes, sir.
Your hat says Skull Bandit.
Yes, sir.
How can you taste anything? Huh?
My mom's gonna see this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, okay, we turned the hat around.
Got some lip food.
Okay, well, he's hungry. Now, you two have cooked a lot of wild game in the past.
She cooks a lot of beaver. She likes to be a good beaver.
Pheasant, too.
Pheasant, ooh, but this is delicious.
With the
It's got an
Italian?
Italian
It's
dressing. or
oregano.
something.
It does it.
It is? It is?
Yeah.
But you like it that way.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't wreck the taste of meat to cook it that way?
No,
Tastes as good as
never
I
tried
make.
it before.
Huh.
Yes, it tastes as good as she makes, or better.
Very good.
I don't know about better.
Huh?
I don't know about better. No, it's good.
Okay, we're backing
It's
down.
good. Yeah. I got to live with her.
I know.
It's just as good as hers.
You bet. 17-point buck with a 21 3/4 inch spread. Roy Grigsby from Coldwater got it. He brought this on Big Buck Night. I mean, this is massive. This was done in Branch County. And you were in a tree stand with a grunt call the 1st of October?
No, it was November 1st.
Or November 1st,
Yeah.
that's right.
I skipped school. I was taking an electrical course, and I said, heck, I'm going hunting. It'd been raining for 2 days, and I knew these bucks were going to move early and tend their scrapes. I says, I'm going hunting. So I did. About 5:30, I grunted in a nice 8 behind me, but he wouldn't come in. He laid down behind me about 40 yards. He kept looking at the scrapes. I says, well, I'm just going to quit grunting. Finally, he just walked off, and about 20 minutes before dark, this buck come walking in from my right. I didn't have any shot at him, so I had, until he got about 30 yards right straight away from me, there was about a 4-foot opening through the brush. So I took my shot then. He went about 70 yards. I hadn't seen this buck before till the night I shot him.
Now, you got an 8-point with an 18-inch spread on November 23rd with a slug.
Yeah,
Shotgun hunting.
Yeah, he went in Michigan commemorative bucks. He's a nice buck too.
Is this the biggest buck you've taken?
No,
So you want to brag about the other one a little bit?
I don't have to. No, if you want me
Tell-
to,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
tell
want me
us
to,
about it.
I shot another Pope and this is a Pope and Young buck too. He scored 174 and 5/8. I had him scored Monday night. I'm in a record book with him. But I was in '88. I shot another Pope and Young buck that scored 169. That was wider than this one, heavier horn, but didn't have quite as many points.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got one heck of a hunting spot down there in Branch County.
Lucky, just lucky.
Yeah, lucky. Right.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Roy Grigsby. Ever seen anything like that in the woods?
No, I haven't.
Be kind of exciting. You've been bow
I
hunting
want to
this
go
year?
hunt out of his stand.
Well, no kidding. That would be pretty nifty. What do you suppose? I'm looking here in our trophy book. We have all this data, we analyze.
And here's the answer to this question, and it's a $5 question. What is the best week of the bow season as far as trophy bucks to hunt? Which is the best week?
First week in November.
And last week of October.
You gonna stick with that story?
Yeah, I got to.
Wrong. Pick another one.
The second week of November.
I have to go into December then. First
He
week of
got it.
December.
He got it. It is the week just before gun season. And that is proven in our trophy book. Opening day, October 1st. This was the first trophy buck taken in 1994. 9 o'clock in the morning. Mark Britton from Kalamazoo got it in Kalamazoo County. It only has a 14.5-inch spread, but hey, those 10 points put it in the trophy book. What time of day is the best for bow hunting? Well, according to the graphs in the Practical Sportsman Trophy Book for 1994, on the opener, 2 trophy bucks were taken late morning and 2 just before dark. And for the entire month of October, far more trophy bucks were taken in the evening between 5 and 7 than were taken between 8 and 10 in the morning. And the first 2 weeks in November were almost as good as the entire month of October, with the second week in November being the best of the season. Most early November trophies were taken between 5 and 6 in the evening. Now here's one that matches that pattern. November 11th, Van Buren County, 5:10 in the evening. Steve Westbrooks from Pawpaw got this with a bow, an 11-pointer, 20-inch spread, 8.5-inch tines, and a great picture for the Practical Sportsman Trophy Book. Well, we certainly have enjoyed putting on this TV show for you folks here up in Mount Pleasant at Crapole Ford. You had fun?
Yes.
Okay, good. We didn't get around to you. What do you think about the new DNR?
I think it'd be a good thing. Get away from the environment and be able to work on more things for the sportsmen, for hunting, fishing.
Very good. I just happen to feel the same way. You know, we have these new bumper stickers. Thumbs up to the new DNR.
Thank you.
Well, thank you if you put that on your truck
I will.
or somewhere. How about the rest of you folks? I know it's new. It's a new concept, you know, the new DNR. How do you feel? You thumbs up on it or thumbs down?
Tell you more about it next year.
He's going to tell us about it next year, depending on how it works out, huh? Okay. My attitude on this is to try to get people to do a thumbs up, to try to get a positive attitude going to make it work. When we want it to work, that's right. Any of you want these stickers? Thumbs up stickers? Because we printed them up here just so we can show our support as sportsmen. Oh, good, good. This is what I like to hear. We have lots of them here for everybody. If you put them on your trucks, we'd appreciate it. Look at this, they're going like hotcakes. And if you don't have one or you're going by a DNR office sometime, you know what to do. Give them the thumbs up sign. Just give those COs and the biologists in the field the thumbs up to say we appreciate the new DNR. In fact, it's thumbs up to all you folks in the audience here because we appreciate you joining us tonight. And thumbs up to you at home. Get outdoors. It's a great place to be. We'll see you. Next Tuesday, October 31st, we'll welcome viewers to be a part of our live audience at Reiths Puffer High School in Muskegon. The TV taping will start at 7. The following Tuesday, November 7th, we'll be at the Gander Mountain Store in Saginaw.